Direct News TV. February 13, 2024. U.S. Senate passes long-delayed $95 billion bill for aid to Ukraine and Israel. The United States Senate has passed a $95 billion bill with aid for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. The long-delayed measure won approval from the upper house of Congress early on Tuesday. The legislation will now head to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, where its chances of becoming law are slim. The bill, which would open the way for desperately needed funding for Ukraine as it fights Russia's invasion, has been delayed for months by Republican hardliners under the influence of former President Donald Trump. However, a bipartisan push supported by moderates from the party helped it pass in an all-night session in the Democrat-controlled Senate. The vote saw 22 Republicans voting with Democrats to pass the package 70-29. The bill still faces an uncertain fate with several right-wing Republicans in the House already saying they will block it. They insist that the $61 billion for Ukraine should be spent instead on domestic issues, such as border security. House Speaker Mike Johnson has made it clear that it could be weeks or months before Congress sends the legislation to President Joe Biden's desk. Supporters argued that abandoning Ukraine would embolden Russia and risk a wider pushback of global democracy. Steadfast, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer lauded senators who voted for the bill. It's certainly been years, perhaps decades since the Senate has passed a bill that so greatly impacts not just our national security, not just the security of our allies, but the security of Western democracy, he asserted. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also praised the passage of the legislation. The world is looking for American leadership to remain steadfast, help protect lives, and preserve freedom, he wrote on X. He added that the bill would aid global stability, resulting in increased security and prosperity for all Americans and all the free world. Aid from the U.S., Ukraine's biggest financial supporter, is crucial for Kyiv as it seeks to repel Russia's invasion. Ukrainian officials have warned of weapons shortages while aid is also needed to maintain the functioning of the government. The European Union finally gave the green light to its own delayed €50 billion, $54 billion, aid package at the start of the month. However, U.S. aid for Ukraine faces powerful headwinds in the House, where Trump's interests hold greater sway with Republicans, who control the chamber by a thin majority. As well as the $61 billion for Ukraine, the bill includes $14 billion for Israel's war in Gaza and $4.83 billion to support partners in the Indo-Pacific, including Taiwan, to deter potential aggression by China. The legislation would also provide $9.15 billion in humanitarian assistance to civilians in Gaza, the occupied West Bank, Ukraine and other conflict zones around the globe. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.